my name is Michał. I came from Lublin in eastern Poland, and I basically came to Coventry University, and right now I'm doing my first year in automotive and transport design. I've always been drawing cars for ever since I was a toddler, I shall say, and I thought it would be really nice to draw cars for a living, to do what I've always wanted, but car industry, especially in design fields, always seemed to me like something out of my reach, until one day we had a couple of promotional materials from Dream Foundation and any other organizations helping people go abroad to study, and just as a strike of luck I noticed that Dream Foundation had a collaboration with Coventry University, and Coventry University had automotive and transport design, which particularly that one here in Coventry is considered one of the best in the world for automotive design. The most I like about my studies is obviously going to be well, I shall say the place itself, because it's got that type of industrial past usually related to cars, so Coventry makes a perfect place. We also hang out at Transport Museum. We've got plenty of opportunities to draw. Also, well, I just like that opportunity myself to learn, to expand my skills. Also the people, I've met so many good friends at Coventry University as well. And aside of that, there's also plenty to love about being in Coventry, and even more just about being abroad. The biggest challenge when I arrived to Coventry University, first one of them probably must have been the language barrier. As for the moment I arrived, I've been able to understand only average 50% of what the lecturers have been saying to me, but I mean, I would say that's obviously possible to overcome, and probably after a month, after 2 months, I've started fully understand all the lectures and getting on with the friends. I think the environment itself, and as you sort of turn into speaking English day to day, it helps a lot with that language barrier. So after just a month or 2 months, it stops being such a big deal. Since I got into Coventry, I think what particularly changed in my life is everything.
What?
Everything, because because there's nothing better than just having an opportunity to learn, the opportunity to taste a bit of a different life, have a bit of a fresh start, and that fresh start kind of gives me sort of a kick that motivates me, and I think I'm a whole new person. The biggest difference between Polish and British, I mean in this case particularly English, higher education is obviously going to be like the mode, the type of studies, whereas in Poland everyone's focused about reading, reading specific materials, to writing essays, but mostly passing very difficult exams. And for example, my friends who decided to stay in Poland are telling me that loads of not very pleasant stuff actually happens on those exams and assessments. Many people actually drop out, and it's very difficult, and students are pretty much stranded. In the UK, however, the mode is definitely more practical. Obviously, law students and any students doing any more academic type of courses, for example, as I mentioned earlier, law, English language, they write loads of essays, but they also do a bit of research. We, as in the industrial design department, our studies are mostly based on practice and studio work. As we basically do loads of sketches, renderings. We're basically being given a brief, and according to that brief, we just create, we solve problems, we basically just feel like we're in the industry. Students from my country, Poland, and any other countries, I'd probably say first thing that all of that is really worth it. and no matter what, you can always figure out the way how to get yourself around it. You can always, if for financial issues, you can always find a part-time job. For me, it wasn't actually that difficult. I've been working around a couple of warehouses, did a couple of customer service work. It's all here and there, you just need to look for it basically. And I also believe you can have time for that as well. To the language barrier, as I mentioned earlier, it all comes with time. Obviously you can't avoid it, but it's, you can obviously overcome it, and it comes with very short time.
Gdybyś miał powiedzieć ludziom w Polsce, młodszym od ciebie, wiesz, w 2 zdaniach, co sprawia, że warto jechać na studia do Wielkiej Brytanii, że warto przyjechać do Coventry? Dlaczego?
No to przede wszystkim powiedziałbym im, że wszystko przed wami, nie marnujcie swojego życia, a świat stoi przed wami otworem, a dzięki możliwościom, jakie oferują uczelnie w Wielkiej Brytanii, naprawdę można zawojować świat, nauczyć się języka i pójść gdzieś dalej. Także uważam, że warto jest zaryzykować i po prostu obrać drogę, którą można podążyć do czegoś więcej niż tylko ukończeniu magistra czy licencjatu w swojej danej dziedzinie i znalezieniu pracy.